Hi everybody, Randy here. I'm really excited to be back, and I'm glad to welcome you back to the Back Nine. In this episode, I'm going to be giving you all some money saving tips. I really want to thank everyone for all the well wishes regarding my back. I had my procedure a week ago. So far, so good. I'm really looking forward to be able to swing again. There's a lot of new equipment I need to demo and review for you guys. On a more important note, I hope this video finds all of you healthy and staying safe the best you can during these crazy times. Tip number one. In general, this is usually a really good time of year to buy golf equipment. Now, you may be asking, why when I live in a climate where it's winter and snowing out, like I do, is it a good time for me to buy golf equipment? Here's the reason. This is the time of year when all the major manufacturers release new equipment for the upcoming season. And what does that mean? Last year's equipment. Now, as of this filming, last year was 3 weeks ago. But last year's equipment is usually heavily discounted, and in most cases, you will find little to no difference between the 2-year models. Here are just a couple examples. Callaway's new driver for 2021 is called the Epic. That's right, we're back to the Epic. So we had the Epic before, then the Maverick, now we're back to the Epic. They now retail for $529. That's ridiculous, but that's what they retail for. You can buy last year's really old version of the Mavericks, which again last year was 3 weeks ago, for $399. Ping has a new driver out for 2021. It's called the G425. It can be purchased now for $500. Last year's model, the G410 line, which was a really good line, can now be purchased for $399. The last example, which is my favorite, is from Cobra. Their 2021 models are called Rad Speed. They can now be purchased for $449. Last year's Speed Zone Extreme from Cobra, which was my #1 pick, and I still think is a great driver, and I did hit the Rad Speed, and I didn't see any difference, can now be bought for $349. Here are a couple quick examples for golf balls. The most played ball in the world, the Titleist Pro V1. Titleist has a new model out for 2021, and they'll be $50 and up a dozen. You can now buy, in plenty stock everywhere, last year's Pro V1 for $39.99. Another good example are the TaylorMade TP5, which is in that high-end golf ball. They're on sale right now for $39.99, down from $44.99. Now, I haven't heard of a new one coming out. They may come out with a new model of the TP5, or this could just be a slow time of year price markdown to move some inventory. Companies will do that, like Srixon. Sometimes at this time of year, they'll come out with a special where if you buy 2 dozen, you get the third one for free. I know because I've taken advantage of that in the past. I may be wrong, but I think it was 2020 when Srixon came out with their newer version of their Q-Star Tour. Either way, this is a great golf ball for a huge range of golf balls and was a great value and one of their best sellers. I just saw them on sale online at many places for $19.99. I got to tell you, this is an amazing price for a really quality golf ball. I don't know why it's marked down so much. I don't really care. I just want you guys to know about it and be able to go out and buy them. I may buy some myself, but at $19.99, that's going to be a hard ball to turn down. Tip number 2 has to do with what you're going to do with your old golf equipment or equipment that you're not using anymore, or if you're buying new equipment, what to do with that old golf equipment. My suggestion these days is trade them in. Don't go to a big box store, I won't name them. Find a local golf shop near you. It'll be a much better experience. And if you're buying a new club from them or new equipment from them, you can always negotiate a little bit and say, well, can't you give me a little bit more on the trade and I'm buying this? And it'll be an overall better experience than you'll get from a big box store. I used to sell some of my equipment on eBay, and it does move pretty quick. But between all the fees and shipping, say, a whole set of clubs to the West Coast and I'm on the East Coast, by the time I would get my check, it wouldn't really be any different than what I would get when I traded in my equipment. So you get that value much quicker at the time of purchase, and it can be a good experience. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Subscribe and smash that notification bell so you'll know when my next episode goes up. Tip number 3 has to do with golf gloves. For most of my golfing career, I always wore the top level Titleist glove. That's just what I grew up with, that's what I always played with, and I never thought of switching. Never gave it a thought. Until earlier this year, I was shopping on Amazon. And for some reason, a golf glove popped up in one of the ads. So I clicked on it. It said it was all Cabretta leather. I hope I pronounced that right. Tour level, good feeling golf glove. And I've seen a lot of those ads. The thing that struck me was it was $10. So I felt like, what do I have to lose? So I ordered one. I didn't expect much. It came in, I tried it on, and the first thing that impressed me was how soft and good it really did feel. The second was how well it fit my hand. And the third thing was how long they last. My Titleist gloves never really lasted very long. They always wore out right in here pretty quick. But these gloves lasted much longer. The glove I'm talking about is the Maxfli Tour full Cabretta leather, and this is the glove that was $10 on Amazon. I looked today, they're now $12.99. You can find them other places on the internet, but I think the Amazon price of $12.99 was the best. I got to tell you, this Maxfli Tour glove impressed me so much with that one I bought that I went back and bought a dozen, and I still have a bunch at my house. I can't speak highly enough about how good this glove really is. I guess my advice is, from my own lesson, is I don't need to be playing those top level gloves anymore and spending $25 or $30. I can pretty much play with any glove right now that I'm happy with the way it feels, and it's not going to affect my score or my performance. And these Maxfli Tours feel really good, but they don't make me a better golfer or a worse golfer. So maybe keep that in mind when you're shopping for golf gloves the next time. Tip number 4. Most of us know about second swing golf. I got turned on to them about 5 or 6 years ago when they were really great deals. I remember a few years ago buying a Titleist hybrid that they ranked at a 9. They have a number ranking which is supposed to equate to the condition of the club. So this was ranked a 9. It was about more than half the price of a new one. And this was a current year model that was used. When I got it in the mail, it was brand new. It still had the wrapping on it. And I bought other equipment from them, not a ton, but other. And the condition always exceeded their rating, and the deals were always really good. Now, they've opened up some retail stores. One of them's actually near me. And their prices aren't as great as they used to be. They used to be really a gem. You used to really be able to find great deals. They're not that great anymore, But if you put the time into it and really shop, you may find a really good club, a current year club, last year's club, for a lot less than you would retail. So give them a try, do some research, and maybe you'll come up with a really good deal on a club. This covers two areas: doing a good deed and potentially saving some money. That's donating your golf equipment to a charity. I have a local chapter of First Tee near me. So I have donated equipment to them in the past, get the current value of that equipment, and use it as a charitable donation on my taxes. Well, it's not going to save you a ton or anything maybe, but you're doing a good deed and you may get a write-off from it. That's it for my tips for this video. But from now on, I'm going to start keeping notes through the course of the season on ways to save money. And I'll do other videos like this in the future when I accumulate enough savings tips. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I can't play right now because of my back and because of the weather. But those of you who are playing, you know my saying, hit 'em straight. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay safe.